Welcome to our channel. We're Andre and Lisa, a married South African-Italian couple who have been traveling together for 20 years exploring more than 50 countries. Since 2018, we've been full-time nomads, with our goal being to make travel a sustainable, long-term way of life. For the past 3 years, we've been winding our way around Europe with our 22-year-old motorhome, Mali. We started 2024 with a 2-month Moroccan adventure. Right now, we're back in Spain and we're slowly making our way north. The current plan is to get back to Denmark for summer, then make our way via Eastern Europe to Greece before winter. So hit that subscribe button and join our adventure. Welcome back to our channel and welcome to
Sardinia!
Sardinia. Yes, we are in Sardinia and we brought Summer with us.
We really thought that this was going to be a nice island holiday.
Don't worry, we have enough time in Sardinia. We know it's early in the season, so our fingers crossed. But just quickly, if you haven't seen our last video, we were in Spain for a long time.
Where the sun was shining, I might add.
Now we took a ferry from Barcelona to Porto Torres in Sardinia. If you're interested in looking at the ferry schedules, I'll put a link in the description. There's actually only one ferry a week. All I can say is, it wasn't a fun experience.
We had to get a cabin because it's a 14-hour overnight ferry. Our departure was at 2:30 a.m. I honestly can't fault the cabin. It was nice enough, spacious enough, all very, very nice. The shower was the highlight of the entire ferry journey.
Nothing wrong with the ferry itself. It's a long journey and the boat vibrates. It's not great for sleeping. It was just not great, but we are here now.
But the worst part was actually the announcements that started at 6 a.m. every 15 minutes to tell you that breakfast service is open.
Okay.
Why don't you come and have breakfast?
Okay. If you're coming from that side, that's really the only option. Otherwise, you have to drive to Marseille and take a boat from there. It's probably easier if you're from France. We are in Sardinia and today we're actually very close to Porto Torres and we are at the most beautiful beach in Sardinia.
And possibly the most beautiful beach in the world.
And luckily for you, I've got my Speedo on, so we're gonna go for a swim.
No, I didn't get my QR code because this beach is so popular in summer that you need to book a spot online and have a QR code for your time slot on this beach.
One more thing to mention is that if you're planning to come to Sardinia with your motorhome, all parking is pretty much paid from the 1st of June. So good timing is before that and maybe after September, I would say.
And I'm very, very hopeful that the sun is still going to come out and shine. We've got more than a month here and we're looking forward to exploring this island.
But the next 2 days doesn't look so great weather-wise, so we're probably just going to hunker down close, have a look around at what we can, make the most of it. Try not to get too cold and too wet because suddenly it's a bit of a shock to have to get back into all this exciting clothing.
Just as a reference point, today's maximum is 13 degrees, so we're not just over-dramatizing this, it's cold.
Over-dramatizing? No, never, we don't do that.
Let's go have a look at the beach.
And this is one problem, before we go to look at the beach, Lisa bought a pastry today.
I couldn't say no, it was at a little shop called Nonna's. Today is the 1st of April and we have just decided that we are going to eat less.
Haha, April Fool.
Who believes that I'm not going to have any pastries this month? For the month of April, no pastries. Wow, do you think I could do that?
No. Is it the next month already?
No.
Not now immediately. All right, let's go check out this beach.
Just have a look at this water. I thought, okay, considering the fact that it's completely overcast, in fact, pretty stormy, there's no way that this water is going to look this blue.
Excuse me, miss. Where's your QR code? You're not allowed access to this beach.
Scan that.
Dink. Okay, Lisa. Are you showing or aren't you? Stop teasing me. Okay, let's go have a quick coffee.
I'm speechless. I'm frozen speechless.
No swimming today. Maybe tomorrow.
At least it can only get better from here.
You'd be surprised. Have you seen the forecast for tomorrow?
Don't say that.
I'm gonna walk into Lisa's shot again. Showing where we stopped. So we just pulled, it's about 5 k's from Santino where we were earlier. This is parking close to the Salinas or the Salt Lakes. You're allowed to park here for 24 hours a day. Currently at no cost. I'm not sure if in season there is a fee. This block is actually reserved exclusively for camper vans. There's 2 blocks like this, as you see. There's a block of flats on that side. No camping behavior whatsoever is allowed. You want to walk over to the beach?
Yes, but I need to go get my BB.
Okay.
And
Alright, so this is all part of the Salinas, I guess.
this is how you get the real experience.
Oh no, it's a free beach. This is a good example of how you get to Italian beaches.
Yeah.
The
Public access.
public
looks like
access to the beach. Oh, mamma mia. Yeah, you can see Millie sticking out there in the bush near the beach. There's the beach. And check this out. No, not white sand, but this is apparently a very nice kite surfing beach. The wind's unfortunately the wrong direction. Whoa, and it's got this very fine pebble. You're squishy, eh?
Squishy, I almost fell in. That's so crazy.
Look how squishy it is. Oof.
This is incredible.
Now, by law, you're not allowed to remove sand or beach from Sardinia. In fact, there was multiple stories of people being caught out on motorhomes with buckets and crates full of sand and pebbles from Sardinia. Big trouble. Look at this stuff though. What? Amazing. Whoop, like snow.
What do you say? Quick morning dip here to wake up.
Okay, tomorrow morning.
It is freezing, but look at the color of the water. Wow.
I don't know much about the history of this part, but I do know that obviously Sardinia was also part of the active scene during World War II and suffered heavily under bombing by the Allies towards the end of it. And at one point it was actually used as a base to attack further.
You can see them all. That's the one we're standing at now. That's the one in the field.
Okay.
There's 12 of those.
Pull
and then
boxes.
There's pull boxes, and then there's all the other ones as well.
I feel a bit weird that we're just sitting here for a day, staring at the clouds and listening to the wind, but we did not expect to come into Sardinia encountering this little cold spell. But to be honest, it's okay. That's one of the benefits of not being on a schedule, having some flexibility, and we're actually catching up with some work stuff.
This is really not a bad place to be able to sit and work, and the view is just stunning.
This is office.
Yeah, it's my cool workstation.
You just got an office with a view. Yeah. Not a bad
Beautiful,
spot.
look at the flowers.
The wind is supposed to drop tomorrow, and then we can continue exploring.
Because I am itching to see more of Sardinia.
Right, but it's breakfast time, and then drink. Okay, sun's out. Good news. We were looking for water. 2 problems we already established. If you open Park for Night for this part of Sardinia, there's nowhere to service your van, there's no campsites, and very few parkings. In fact, there's a new ordinance actually being introduced shortly, which will prevent overnight parking unless you're in a designated area. But water is a big problem, so we're going to try our luck here at the garage. Apparently this one does provide water.
Ooh, I hear water. That's a good sign.
How much water? Now, the other problem is garbage. Now, this is not a new problem for us. In Italy, generally, getting rid of your garbage responsibly is a challenge. And so far, it's been a challenge.
This morning, we drove 10 kilometers to the beach. Not to come and lie on the beach, because as you can see, it's definitely not beach weather, but just to come and dispose of our garbage, because there actually are bins and recycling bins. Oh, we already got the fourth light. Okay, you got to be quite close now. Fourth light's on. Have you already done a tank or not yet?
No.
All right, looking good.
A quick traditional snack while we wait for the weather to get better. Like we need an excuse.
This is the most traditional dessert of Sardinia. It's called cebadas
It's badass.
because it's really badass. It's
So what is it? Tell us what it
a
is.
very thin pastry. Oh, did I say the word pastry? Stuffed with mild cheese, which is slightly cooked with lemon peel and sugar. It's supposed to be deep fried. Ours are air fried.
Air fried.
And it must be covered or drizzled with local honey.
We have Moroccan honey. Does it
We have
count?
Moroccan honey. Let's drizzle it with some Moroccan honey.
That's a lot of honey.
Oh, I think you need the honey. Ooh, shit. Disaster.
How much water did you spill, babe?
Oh, half a cup. It's bad. No, wait, we need more, we need more, we need more. Crisis averted.
Yeah.
This looks really good. Oh my god, I'm just gonna pick it up and take a bite. I can see the cheesiness.
Stop waving it around so vigorously. Well, that's extreme close up. You go for lemon, eh?
That is so strange. It's cheese, but you immediately get the sweetness. You taste the sugar. There must be sugar in the pastry as well. And the slight zest of lemon. Cebadas.
Cebadas.
This is good. And I think air frying them is just perfect.
Yeah, nice and crispy.
Cheers. And apparently you can find these in almost every restaurant and pizzeria in Sardinia.
Well, you want these at the Nonna Isa.
Nonna Isa!
Nonna Isa supermarket. Ready to be fried. Super exciting. After how many days? 4 days sitting in the wind. This morning is absolutely glorious. Sun's out, winds drop down. We went for a run. We're gonna go for a quick swim. Maybe. This is hiding already.
I'd like to come out quicker, but I can't walk because I can't feel my feet. Okay, that was good. I'm glad you said yes.
Sardinia, baby!
First swim of the year.
Of the year!
First swim of the year, I want to say.
Wow,
And first swim in Sardinia.
what a place. Look at this place. Finally, it looks like we thought it would.
Yay.
I think it's such a beautiful day. We will not be going anywhere. There's a small chance for a wind later. Maybe we'll have a kite. I think what I'm going to do is, it's something I actually haven't done in a long time, is make fresh dough and make some pizza tonight in our electric oven. And the only reason why I can do it now, or try and do it, is because we have a lot more power since I fitted the new power bank, which you might have seen in the last video. So it's a little bit of a test. Will we be able to cook our pizza in our electric oven? Now, to make the dough, super simple. I don't actually use a recipe, but rule of thumb for me is, I'm not going to make this volume, but normally a kilogram of flour will with about 500 to 600 mils of water will give you 8 thin crust pizzas. Now I'm going to make a pan-based pizza or a thick pizza, so I'm probably going to use about 250 grams of flour, so I just adjust it accordingly. Some salt, some olive oil, and some yeast. Normally I'd like to use a live yeast, but I haven't been able to get. But now we're back in Italy, so hopefully I'll get some soon. So let's make a dough quickly. What amount of dough are we making? Just a little bit of sugar. I'm going to taste it for a little bit too much water actually. 12 hours. Nice. That's it.
The air is actually not that cold, but the water. I don't know if I'm being silly, but the wind's blowing a little bit. I mean, I'm here now, hey?
Why not? Why not?
Let's give it a go. I've probably only lost 10 minutes in this ice.
But it is a beautiful spot.
I haven't seen it yet.
Birdies. The waves look intense and there's really not that much wind. He's having to work that kite so hard to stay upwind. I'm not convinced it's worth it. It looks beautiful, but I don't think it actually is great for him out there at all. Oh well, at least he can wait. So how was that awesome kite session in Sardinia?
Does it count as kite surfing in Sardinia if it was only 10 minutes? All I can say is I was wrong. It wasn't that cold actually. That means the wind's not strong enough. But that's a win. We still, all our equipment's still one piece. We didn't get injured or died or get lost. What else could there be?
Frozen. Nah, I mean, hey, if I'm out here unzipping jackets and even wanting to take off hats and hoodies, then you definitely know the wind is not strong enough. Still, it's a beautiful, beautiful place to spend a little bit of time.
It's ready. Let me see what price I paid for this pizza. Oh, that's okay. We still got 58%.
Nice!
Not bad, eh?
Man, it looks good. It smells like a real Italian pizza.
Oh, so this is obviously not thin crust pizza, but this is as good as it gets for dough made in the motorhome.
You get different types of pizza, and this is a good deep pizza. This is incredible. My Sicilian nonna would be very proud of you.
Yes, Nonna.
Cheers.
Blink. So we fooled. There's a lot of light, but it's after 7. It's bright.
A lot of light, very bright.
And we're gonna have our pizza. What do you think about this pizza?
It looks amazing.
No, it's not the first time we've made pizza in this oven, but this is the first time we actually made it completely off grid.
Yes, normally, you know, we always got excited if we went somewhere where we could plug in with electricity because that meant we had to make pizza.
I think we're going to end this video here. Unfortunately, our first couple of days here in Sardinia has been less than exciting, mostly due to the weather.
Despite the weather, I can immediately already say that Sardinia is incredibly beautiful. I cannot believe the color of the water here, even when the sun is not shining on it. I am so excited to explore the rest of this island, and I just hope that we didn't actually start with the very best.
But we still have maybe 4 or 5 weeks even, so we have a lot to come. If you're interested to follow our journey, remember to subscribe.
smash that like button, leave us a comment below if you've got any tips or suggestions for Sardinia or places you'd like us to go and see. We don't have too much of a plan, and we'd love to take you along.
And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Arrivederci!
Arrivederci!
Cheers!
Wink.
Oh, let's murder this pizza.
Ooh, yes,
What are you
yes,
gonna
yes.
have, though?
You mean this is mine?